What's OnePlus One?
Two.
Nope. It's one of 2014's most successful smartphones that received rave receptions by all, the users and the critics. What's OnePlus Two?
Three.
It's the successor to the legendary OnePlus One. A year ago, nobody knew OnePlus until OnePlus One came in and took the company from nothing to the thing. With the highest end variant costing you about 25,000, it surely is competitive. But is it better than its predecessor? Hi, this is Sid with Narivan Mobiles, and let's see how this one scores. Starting with the design, the OnePlus 2 feels different. While it uses a similar sandstone back from last year, it is now a bit rougher. However, the main highlight in the design is the metal frame around the device that makes it feel more sturdy and somewhat more premium. But this successor is both heavier and bulkier than the predecessor. Another thing in the design is the side switch, to which we'll come to after a while. Also, it now hosts a pair of capacitive touch buttons and a physical home key which doubles up as a fingerprint scanner. The only issue I have is that the keys, though backlit, are not legible. Overall, the OnePlus 2 is a well-designed handset and a major upgrade over its predecessor. Coming to the display, it uses the same configuration as last year. A Full HD 5.5-inch IPS LCD screen and a newer Gorilla Glass. The screen is now brighter and the color reproduction and viewing angles too feel good. Now, while some people may be disappointed by the company's decision of not going QHD, we personally believe that it does not make much of a difference. As of now, limited content for 2K is available, and in day-to-day usage, you might not even spot the difference. The handset packs the infamous Snapdragon 810 processor, but uses an upgraded version, which promises to fix the heating issues which used to haunt the 8110 earlier. Also, with 4 gigs of RAM in the 64GB version, multitasking is pretty efficient. As a result, routine tasks like web browsing and high-end tasks like gaming are all a joy. Coming to the software, last time we saw CyanogenMod powering the OnePlus, but this time around, that has been replaced by Oxygen OS, which is a custom Android ROM designed by OnePlus themselves. Is that a bummer? Not at all. It takes inspiration from Cyanogen itself, and from a productivity standpoint, you can still do everything you used to do on Cyanogen. Though it's relatively newer, it fares pretty well, and it gives you all the advanced customizations that are the perks of using a custom ROM. Talking about the add-ons, it features a rather efficient fingerprint scanner. As previously mentioned, the phone hosts a 3-way sliding key, which OnePlus calls the alert slider. Basically, it controls the notification alert modes. You can get all, priority ones, or none. It would have been a bit cooler if we could control user profiles or connectivity modes too, but maybe in the future? Also, the phone uses USB Type-C connector, which is slowly making its way to newer devices. But it doesn't really use the faster speeds that accompany the technology, so basically, the only advantage you have here is that the charger can be connected in either direction. Do keep in mind that the USB Type-C connectors are not that common yet. So in case you forget your charger at home, you might have to face some props. Coming to the cameras. The rear one is a 13 megapixel shooter with dual LED flash, optical image stabilization and laser autofocus. It also is capable of capturing 4K videos and comes with some standard features like slow-mo, HDR, panorama and time-lapse. The viewfinder is pretty basic and doesn't have much fancy features or filters, but the image quality is pretty good. May it be outdoors, indoors or HDR, it snaps them quite well. Low light is not the best, but it definitely is at par. The front-facing 5 megapixel camera is pretty decent. Do check out our camera review for more details on the shooters. While it does support a bunch of connectivity options including 4G, dual SIM and even USB OTG, it doesn't have NFC, a feature that was present even in its predecessor. Also, the storage is limited. Calling on OnePlus 2 is decent, with the sandstone back providing the required grip while holding the phone. Loudspeaker 2 is loud enough, so no issues here. Coming to the battery, there is a discrepancy. With more cores, same display and slightly larger battery, the OnePlus 2 should be able to outperform its predecessor. But it isn't. In our video loop test, it lasted for around 10 hours, which makes it decent but not great. Conclusively, the OnePlus 2 is definitely not a 2016 flagship killer. In a year where Sony is ousting 4K phones and almost every flagship has QHD and NFC, OnePlus 2 misses out on a few key features. It's not what OnePlus One was, a robust, ahead of its time smartphone which everyone can buy. But here's the thing, it's not supposed to be that way. It is arguably the best smartphone under 25,000 and checks all the right boxes. If you ignore the lack of QHD and the erratic battery life, it's a perfect mid-ranger with customizable software, powerful hardware, fingerprint scanning and snappier cameras. We rate this phone 4 out of 5. It's not a flagship killer, but it is a killer nonetheless. That's it from this video. Do like the video and do hit the share button. Meanwhile, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more such content. This is Sid with 91 Mobiles. See you soon next time. Ciao.